How Japan keeps clean. Japan is basically the poster child for cleanliness, and it's hard not to be in awe when you stroll down its spotless streets, peek into its squeaky-clean public spaces, and notice that the ground is gasp-free of litter. However, this doesn't just happen by accident. Nope, it's all tied to a mix of deep-rooted traditions, cultural quirks, and some seriously smart waste management. From centuries-old customs to school kids cleaning their classrooms like it's an Olympic sport, Japan's obsession with cleanliness is nothing but a wonder. Now let's see how this incredibly clean country makes it all work. Research actually traces a part of this over-cleanliness to historical and cultural foundations. Japan's obsession with cleanliness isn't just some modern-day trend. It's been ingrained in their culture for centuries, and it's all thanks to some ancient wisdom and spiritual practices. Taking a look at Zen Buddhism, for example. In this school of thought, cleaning isn't just a chore, it's a form of meditation. Sweeping the floors, washing dishes, or tidying up isn't about checking a task off a list. It's about being present, mindful, and connecting with the task at hand. It's like turning your everyday cleaning routine into a Zen garden of the mind. And if you peek into traditional Japanese homes, you'll notice that minimalism is a lifestyle. Clean lines, simple designs, and spacious interiors all encourage a sense of calm and order. There's even a word for it: kirei. It doesn't just mean cleanliness, it's also about beauty. In Japan, the idea of a clean space is about creating an environment that looks and feels good to be in. Apart from minimalism in Japan, you're not just strolling into someone's house with your sneakers on. Nope, before you even think about stepping inside, those shoes are coming off at the door. And it's not just a polite thing. This practice is all about keeping the dirt and grime of the outside world outside where it belongs. Shoes off, socks on, and you're good to go. It's like a cleanliness ritual that everyone follows. But it doesn't stop there. Hand washing and gargling are big deals too, especially during flu season. We're talking about a whole culture that treats hand washing like an Olympic sport. Wash, rinse, repeat. And you know what? It works. Flu season doesn't stand a chance when everyone's on the hand hygiene hustle. Seriously, it's the cleanest flu season you'll ever experience. Now, here's the fun part. Japan's love for cleanliness goes all the way to their baths. This isn't just about regular bath. Onsen baths are where it's at. But before you slip into that steamy hot water and relax, there's one thing you've got to do first. Scrub yourself clean. That's right. No entering the communal bath until you've thoroughly washed and rinsed off every inch of your body. Why? Because the whole point is to keep that bathwater as pristine as possible for everyone. Think of it as a little spa ritual where everyone pitches in to make sure the water stays as pure as your intentions. Another is the educational system, plus early socialization. For Japan, cleanliness also starts in school. From the moment kids hit the classroom, they're taught that keeping things tidy isn't just for the neat freaks. It's a community effort. They even have a routine called tsuji, where students roll up their sleeves and scrub everything from classrooms to hallways to bathrooms. Every kid, no matter their age, pitches in to keep their school sparkling clean. Hygiene lessons are baked right into the curriculum, teaching everything from the art of hand washing to the fine details of trash disposal. And get this, these lessons don't just stay in the classroom. Kids are encouraged to take their tidy habits home, keeping their rooms and their surroundings squeaky clean. By the time they're old enough to walk to the corner store, they've already absorbed the unspoken rule. Clean spaces aren't just a nice to have, they're a must. The Japanese are also pretty heavy on community engagement. In Japan, cleanliness isn't just a personal choice, it's a team effort. There's a deep-rooted belief that the good of the group comes before individual convenience. And nowhere is this more apparent than in the way people keep their surroundings spotless. Forget about relying on public trash cans, because there aren't many of those around. In Japan, it's totally normal to carry your own personal trash bag and take your waste home. But wait, there's more. At public events, you can bet the crowd's not just enjoying the show and then leaving. Nope, when the event wraps up, everyone gets involved in the cleanup. Whether it's a concert, festival, or even a local sports game, The attendees will pitch in to make sure the space looks just as pristine as it did when they arrived. No one's policing this behavior. There are no trash police, no forced rules. It's just how it is. It's like a secret societal pact. It's pretty much a whole vibe, and it's built into the fabric of daily life in Japan. Religious influences do their part too. While there are other factors to their cleanliness, religion plays a role too. Shintoism, Japan's homegrown religion, isn't just about spirits and shrines. It's also about keeping things clean. Seriously, in Shinto, purity is a big deal. There's this super cool ritual called misogi, where people wash away not just dirt, but any negative energy or spiritual junk they might be carrying around. It's like a full-on cleanse for the body and the soul. And the best part is that this idea of cleansing is alive and kicking in everyday life. People carry this belief into their personal habits and public actions, constantly striving to keep themselves and their surroundings pure. It's like their version of a daily spiritual reset, but with soap and water involved. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Shintoism doesn't just focus on personal purity, it extends to nature too. The belief that nature is sacred means that pollution is pretty much a no-no. So whether you're in the hustle and bustle of Tokyo or out in the serene Japanese countryside, there's this deep respect for keeping the environment as clean and unspoiled as possible. Then, there's the Japan's strict government policies and waste management. The Japanese government is serious about waste management, and it all starts with the Waste Management and Public Cleansing Law, which has been in action since 1970. This is a full-on system designed to reduce waste, promote recycling, and keep the country as clean as possible. Residents are required to sort their waste into categories like burnable, non-burnable, and recyclable. Sounds simple, right? Well, it gets even more serious, because there are specific days for specific types of waste. So, if you miss the burnable day and toss your stuff in the wrong bin, well, your trash might just stay on the curb until you get it right. Yep, if you don't follow the rules, your trash gets a one-way ticket back to you. Japan has one of the most efficient waste management systems in the world, and it's all because the government sets clear, enforceable guidelines, and everyone plays their part. Finally, there's also their public infrastructure and urban planning. Urban planning here isn't just about building skyscrapers or having cool neon lights. It's about making sure everything stays sparkling. For public restrooms, you'll find them everywhere. And we're talking about bathrooms that are so clean, you'll almost feel guilty for using them. Seriously, the Japanese take bathroom cleanliness to a whole new level, and they're kept in tip-top shape for locals and tourists alike. But it's not just about keeping the bathroom sparkling clean. The streets and sidewalks in Japanese cities are practically designed with cleaning in mind. Everything is easy to sweep, wipe down, and scrub, making it a breeze for city workers to keep things looking sharp. And because Japan is all about that no littering life, you'll notice that they've created designated smoking areas to keep cigarette butts from turning into a sidewalk nightmare. It's like they thought of every little detail to make sure their city stays spotless. Now, here's the shocker. Japan actually limits the number of public trash bins. Without trash cans on every corner, people take it upon themselves to carry their trash home. That's right. It's like everyone in Japan is a walking trash manager, making sure they're disposing of their waste properly when they get home. This isn't just about making public spaces cleaner. It's about creating a culture where personal responsibility is at the forefront. So, next time you're walking through Japan, don't be surprised if you see a totally clean street with no trash bins in sight, because here, everyone is pitching in to keep it that way. While Japan's cleanliness game is on point, it's not all smooth sailing. One of the biggest hurdles has to be the wildly detailed waste separation system. They have the burnables, non-burnables, recyclables, and who knows what else. It can feel like you're doing a trash triathlon. And let's be real, sometimes people just can't be bothered to figure it all out. But yes, they try. So what do you think? Could the rest of the world take a page out of Japan's playbook and level up their cleanliness game? If you had to adopt one Japanese cleanliness habit, which would it be? Shoes off at the door or carrying your own trash? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more on Japan's lifestyle.